try and keep it open.
Yeah, no, and if not, just pass it to me and I'll refresh it.
I think we're on.
Hello? I think they're supposed to introduce us.
People are online.
Well, hello. Hi there, Noah. Nice to see you. This is Al Roker.
And I'm Courtney Roker Laga.
And we are the co-authors of Al Roker's Recipes to Live By. Nice to see you. Hi, tough girl. Thank you for joining. And hello, Stephanie. We are in our kitchen. And although Courtney now, she's a mom and a wife and has her own place.
Yeah, I'm in his kitchen.
She's in, our kitchen.
Our family
The
kitchen.
family kitchen, that's right. And we're just kind of hanging out. And we are really excited because we have this great new cookbook, Al Roker's Recipes to Live by Al Roker and Courtney Roker Laga. And we're signing books.
We are signing books.
And we would love to chat with you and tell you about how this all came to be. So the idea was during the pandemic, I was doing this little cooking Instagram thing with my son Nick, and Courtney was noticing, oh, we are getting all these comments and all these people are saying, oh, you should do a cookbook, and I said, no,
he said
so
no.
Much. I don't really want to do that. I did a cookbook about 25 years ago, and it's a lot of work. And then you kept after me, and I finally said, okay, I'll do it. But the deal is, Courtney is a professional chef and a recipe developer, and she's a private chef now, works for a company called Tiny Spoon Chefs.
Tiny Spoon Chef, yes.
It would be funnier if it was Tiny Chef Spoons, like they were little bitty chefs. Anyway, I said, we'll do this, we'll make it a family cookbook, but you have to come up with the recipes that we have, that we've come to know and love from family members and things like that. But how did you have to go about that?
So I had to bug a lot of people and get in people's minds because we had nothing written down. So
Get in their heads.
Talking to him, my stepmom Deborah, my mom, chef friends, and then just making the recipes in my head over and over again until
you didn't make them in your head. You made them actually on the stove.
Well, I made them in my head first. Like, oh, what would I add to this? Oh, I might add some sugar to that. And then I made it with my hands.
With your hands?
Yeah, with my hands.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because your feet would be just unsanitary.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's the deal. So we are, a year and a half later, here we are with this cookbook. The kind of amazing thing is that Courtney was pregnant while doing this book. So she has birthed a baby and a book, which is kind of neat.
And I think we should let people know that all these signed books are on alrokercookbook.com.
That's right. And you get a 15% off the autograph editions today only if you use the code COOK15. So you can hear outside. We're in New York.
I'm like, I hear people screaming outside.
There's some guy with a dog arguing with somebody else.
It's normal.
Only in New York,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Only in New York. So we've got some folks who have actually sent in some questions, and we're signing while we go.
Yes. So if we're looking down, that's right.
So this is Jen from Florida. Jen wants to know, Alan Courtney, what is your go-to dish when you are craving comfort food?
Oh, man. So I love braised items. So I love like braised short ribs. We have a oxtail recipe where you braise it. I just love meats that cook for a long time. So I think short ribs are my go-to. And red wine, you can't beat that.
Not really a food, but I get it.
A go-to dish?
Yeah.
It's a dish.
Yeah, but
braised short ribs?
But a wine isn't a dish.
Braised short ribs in wine is what I like.
It sounds like there's a fox hunt going on outside. It's very crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, my go-to would be comfort food. Would be meatloaf
Mm.
and mac and cheese. A baked mac and cheese. And this is not judgment or anything. When anybody prefaces something like that, it usually is judgment. So anyway, that's it. The stuff that comes in the blue box.
That's
I
good
guess
too.
yeah, I suppose. I'm not a big fan of it. The color is not anything I've found in nature. But again, enjoy.
Yeah.
But to me, my mom always did a baked mac and cheese, and it had breadcrumbs on the top, and
I like a mac and cheese that like you can slice into.
Yes.
And still like
and still holds its shape.
form.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my jam. Hi, Tina.
So, Tina, hello. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Please, everybody, we're signing books right
That's
now.
why we're looking down.
So go to alrokercookbook.com, and if you put in Cook 15, you get 15% off this fabulous book. And the holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
The holidays. So get two. Let's see. What do we got? We got Joel from Indiana. We kind of answered this. What made you all want to come out with a cookbook? Here's the interesting thing, Joel. And again, when somebody prefaces something with, that's interesting, or, this is funny, rarely is. But here we go. I will let you be the judge. So the deal is, I was about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I was really sick. I was in the hospital. And Deborah, my wife, Deborah Roberts, my daughter, Leela, my son, Nick, and my brother, Chris.
Me.
I'm getting...
Oh, okay. I was like, I was there
Okay,
too.
there's not a timer. Anyway, and Courtney, really took care of me. And my sister, Elisa, just in case she's watching. But one of the things that Courtney thought that it would help me, give me something to hold on to. Because as my friend Craig Melvin at the Today Show said, I was in heaven's waiting room, which I didn't know, but hey. So anyway, she told me two things. She said, we're going to do this cookbook. You got to get better because we're going to do this cookbook. And I'm pregnant. And this will be my first grandchild. So I had to get better. And I did. So so that was kind of the impetus for the cookbook. And also Lorraine from Sydney, Australia.
Good day, mate.
Right. In
What?
fact, there is right here. Look, you could put a shrimp on the barbie. Right there.
I hope we actually sound.
No,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
sound anything.
Okay.
I'm trying to do Paul. What was his name? Paul Hogan. Paul Hogan. Anyway,
And
not to be confused with Hulk Hogan.
Maria.
I
Yes,
just
tell your
met a
husband
girl
to buy
named
for
Maria.
Christmas. That'd be great.
That's right. Because if you go to alrokercookbook.com, cook 15% off, autographed copy. Woo!
Ooh.
All right. Alice from Virginia. What's your favorite recipe in the book? Oh, that's a good one.
I love all of them, but my favorite.
It's like, which is your favorite child?
I know.
Which is easy for you to answer right now because you only have one. Scott.
Well, I have two cats too, but
Those are
I
not
would not
children.
choose my cats
They're
over
not
my daughter.
children. They
Yes.
poop in a box in the house.
Any animal.
They're not children.
They're children.
No, they're not.
Anyway, where are we going with this right now?
What is your
happening?
favorite recipe
Oh,
in the book?
Favorite recipe. I love my mom's collard greens. I think
Yes.
they're the best collard greens
Mhm.
ever. I also love the cinnamon bun recipe. So between those two.
Here's the story behind the cinnamon buns. So my dad, when I was a kid, I was in middle school, I think, and for some reason he got into baking bread, but yeast, so that it would rise and stuff. Then he kind of transitioned into like Parker House rolls, and then he started doing cinnamon rolls, and they were fantastic. On a winter day, you'd walk in the house, and man, it would smell like you were in a Cinnabon, which of course there wasn't a Cinnabon back then. So anyway, so now what I do for the last 15 years, Christmas Eve, I make the cinnamon rolls, and before they rise, before they proof, I put them in the fridge. And then the next morning, take them out just as we're opening up presents, and then put it in the oven so that the house smells of cinnamon buns.
Mm.
Is it a good thing?
It's a great thing.
It's a great thing.
Yeah.
John Detweiler. I wonder if he's any relation. John, are you any relation to an Allie Detweiler? Because I work with an Allie Detweiler, who is Wonderful. Let's see. Hey, you two. Love that you all have a cookbook together. Al, if I can make it to the plaza someday, can you sign a TV book I have for a show you appeared on?
Aw.
Well, sure, certainly, John. If you can make it, because if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. It's up to you, John Detweiler. John Detweiler.
Tough girl says she's with you on the cats.
Thank you.
Okay, tough girl.
Yo,
Tough
cats
girl.
would just as soon steal your identity and embezzle from you
No, they
than
wouldn't.
anything, anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're moving on.
We're sidetracking.
Next question. We got a hello from let's see, how do I slide this? Oh, there we go. Hello from LaGrange, Kentucky, Mary Hebel. And here's Susan Bell from Cape Coral, Florida. I need a way to get my 6-year-old to eat veggies.
Ooh.
Any thoughts?
So
Okay.
what I do, I mean, Sky is not 6, but to get more veggies in her meal, she's starting not to like green, which is scaring me a little bit.
Is she really?
Yeah. Anytime we put anything green, she kind of puts it to the side.
Maybe you should put sunglasses on her so it changes the color.
If we do burgers, like turkey burgers or chicken burgers, I will shred some zucchini or carrots in that and hide it in there.
Great.
Or if you're doing like a mac and cheese, you could fold in sweet potato puree or butternut squash puree,
Oh.
like hiding that.
Mm-hmm.
You could do the same thing, but with meatballs. So
Wow.
that's my jam.
That's right. And if they're old enough, you could just offer them cash.
What?
Hi there, Dawn,
Dawn.
from Northern Michigan, where I wish in Michigan. Let's see. Where we go?
Hannah. From New
You know,
York.
we never did. We answer what our favorite recipe in the book was?
I did.
Okay. Oh, I didn't. My mother's oxtail stew and dumplings for Maine, and sides the Brussels sprouts,
Mhm.
and dessert my mother's pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Hannah from New York.
Virginia. No, Hannah. Hannah from New York. Have you all always had a love for cooking? I'll let you start.
I've always loved food. I think it's, when you're sad, angry, food is always there for you, like
She eats when she's
I eat when I'm
angry.
hangry.
It's an angry eat.
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm a big theater
A big what?
theater girl.
Oh, theater.
Singing. That's my jam. But I decided to go down the cooking route, and that's my life now.
I've always loved food, and I used to love like sitting in the kitchen watching my mother cook. And when I was in elementary school, I'd do homework in the kitchen, and so she was making dinner. So and I've just and then I get older and I'm at the Today Show, and we have some of the world's greatest chefs come through. So you can kind of try to up your game, and so yeah, I've always loved it. Hello from Lisa Church in Norton, Virginia. Hey, Norton! Which is, for those of you who are old enough, that's a little honeymooners reference. Marty Bowman. Marty!
Why are you screaming every
I'm kind of doing Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Oh.
Marty, you keep saying heavy. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future? Anyway, favorite appetizer?
Ooh, I love a good deviled egg.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of classic, right?
Yeah.
Appetizer.
Did we? It's funny.
We don't have a develed egg recipe in the book.
No, we don't.
Should.
How about? Did we have a pimento cheese recipe?
No.
Okay, that's
but I
for the
love
next
pimento
book.
cheese
Love
too.
pimento cheese.
Yeah.
Love the pimento cheese, which is very southern. I first had pimento cheese when I visited Deborah's family years ago down south,
Ooh.
which was kind of nice. Hello, Catania. It almost sounds like a country. Hail Catania!
Okay. Hi, Doreen. She watches you every day.
Oh, thank you, Doreen. And Donald E. Rose gives us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
What's the next question on that?
Next question. Sarah from Tennessee. What advice you would give to someone new to cooking?
Use a pot.
Ooh. Don't beat up on yourself if you mess up. Right? Like.
Here's my advice. And what do I know? Because, I guess Catania is giving me a Kaitania. Kaitania. Okay. I'm sorry.
Kaitania.
Titania. All right.
I hope that was right.
And hello from Ohio. OHIO. Have you ever eaten anything on today that you didn't like?
I'm sure he did.
No.
Really?
You know what? The only I don't like truffles. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm the only one in our family.
And
that does
coconut.
not- well, some coconut I don't mind. Toasted coconut
Okay.
I don't mind. Other like almond joys and mounds. The consistency is like they've already been chewed.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
Anyway.
I forgot what the question was. Oh, have you ever tried anything on the Today Show?
Yeah.
Truffles.
Truffles.
They all love it.
I love
think they
truffles.
smell like feet.
I love
I'm
truffles.
not a big fan of the truffles.
Hi, Patsy from Trinidad.
All right.
Trini.
Hello from Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
That's kind of a neat name. We're coming up into the holidays for
I love
Hollidaysburg.
that. Hi, Lisa.
Thank you. Well, who do we have next?
Peter from
That's from Don Sarp, by the way,
Ooh.
Hollidaysburg.
Peter from Michigan. Do you ever cook for your cast members? If so, what are those dishes?
I've had friends over, to cook, but and I'm trying to think the best. I mean, I guess the most high wattage person I have cooked for was just a couple of months ago for my 70th birthday. I was doing a series about turning 70, and so we interviewed people who were turning 70. And here's a little sidebar: the only people I know of any import are because of Deborah. So Deborah is good friends with Gayle King at CBS. Gayle King, of course, good friends with Oprah Winfrey. Oprah came here to give me advice on turning 70 because she's already turned 70. And so I cooked for Oprah. I grilled for Oprah. That's the biggest name I've ever cooked for, which was fun. I did kind of a wacky surf and turf. I did shrimp from the book and I did lamb. So that was kind of cool.
Oh, what's your best Caribbean recipe? I would say rice and peas. Is that Caribbean?
Well, we in our house we always said peas and rice.
Or peas and rice.
But yeah, that's
Peas and
kind of
rice.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
So my mom used to make it, and I dare say, by the time I really had perfected it, my mother did say that mine was as good as hers.
Oh, that's great.
Which was high praise indeed, because my mother never really actually said that my cooking was that good. She was very old school. Like today, like with pork. Today, I mean, back then, you cooked that thing until there was no hint of color.
Gray.
If it wasn't a solid gray, you would not eat it. And now you can have some pink because nobody's and of course I would serve it and my mother said, we can't eat this. We're going to die.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh, Donald, have you ever tried the honey pepper pimento sandwich from Chick-fil-A? No, but I will now.
I have not. I have not.
That sounds so good. I love Chick-fil-A. So that's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and Nick, I think too.
Oh, Nick loves Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
My son Nick is like, and that's the interesting thing about my kids. All three of them, they will eat as much fast food as like any other kid.
Mm-hmm.
And but they also, growing up, have eaten other things too, and are relatively adventurous. Catania says Wisconsin has outdoor fish boils. A fish boil would seem to be a very painful affliction for a fish.
Oh.
It's just little pustules.
Anyway,
That's disgusting.
Candy says meats were shoe leather hardback in my youth.
Yeah, they cook the heck out of everything.
You want to answer another question?
Yes, please.
Tanya from Florida. Any family dishes that you cook for Thanksgiving?
My mother would make this crustless sweet potato pie, and it was called. I don't know where the name came from, but she said it was called sweet potato poon, which my coworker says just nasty. It's like a bad kind of thing. But it's like a crustless sweet potato pie, and it's got a marshmallow topping that my mother would brown under the broiler, and we would always see who could distract her, so that the marshmallows would catch fire. And it was a badge of honor in our house at Thanksgiving and at Christmas.
There you go.
We were cruel children.
Beef cooking for Thanksgiving. I don't really cook anything because I come here or
You
my
come here
mom's
and
or
you make,
whoever.
but you make sides.
Yeah, I make sides.
She's the
usually.
great sides. Great sides.
Yeah.
What what's your if you had to make one side for Thanksgiving, what would it
Mac
be?
and cheese.
The mac and cheese.
Mm.
Although it's funny, I don't know that I consider it a side. I think mac and cheese.
It
on
could
its
also
own.
be an entree. Yeah.
Sure.
With like a salad on the side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not-
Truffle mac and cheese.
Have you not been listening?
I know.
to me? Who else do we have? Here?
Last one here we have Angela from Kansas. What city has your favorite food
Oh
scene?
gosh, that's kind of hard because there's so many great cities. Paris. Well, yes.
Paris.
Yes. True. True. I would say Chicago.
Chicago.
Great food city. Milwaukee is a good. Minneapolis is a good food city. Atlanta has some really interesting.
Chicago. Did you say Chicago?
I did say Chicago. Do you listen to me at all?
I'm sorry, there's a lot going on today.
It's just you and me.
I know. It's been a long day.
Do your kids ignore you even when you are in the room with them?
Probably.
And I'm talking, but all they hear is blah, 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 blah.
Well, New
blah,
York
blah.
is a good food scene.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all made a steak meal on IG, and I must say that it was the best digital meal I've ever had.
Thanks, Donald.
I thank you.
My mother-in-law had 4 boys a year apart, then twin boys. His boys always teasing me. Mom, like, yeah.
Yeah, to do something like make the thing burn.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Now we've got a fan favorite segment. The moderator is going to ask us 22 questions in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Wow, set your timer for that one. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Allie's going to read them out loud.
Oh,
Jump on
Ali's,
in.
okay, hold on a second. Hey Siri,
We're going to put a timer on for 2 minutes.
set a timer for 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
2 minutes. Counting down.
Where were you born?
I was born in Albion, New York.
I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Who would you want to play you in a movie?
Oh, Raven Simone.
Wendell Pierce.
What was your first job?
Panera.
A stock boy at a vending machine company stocking candy.
What chore do you hate doing?
Which what?
What
Chore.
What
Oh,
chore?
I hate vacuuming.
Cleaning the bathroom.
What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is dying.
Clown.
Who
Or a
makes-
clown killing me.
What's
Oh,
gonna
gosh.
happen?
Who makes you laugh the most?
My husband.
My wife.
What is the one thing you need to have in your fridge at all times?
Kewpie mayo.
Anchovies.
What is your favorite school subject?
Music.
Art.
Who is the most interesting person you've met recently?
The most interesting person I've met recently. I don't know.
Oprah. Pass.
John.
What is your middle name?
Melissa.
Lincoln.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
I hate when people chew with their mouth open.
People who don't say thank you.
What is your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is drawing.
Cartooning.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure is sushi.
Watching reruns of the A-Team.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I can sing.
I have none.
What color is your toothbrush?
Green.
White.
What is your pet's name?
She's dead.
Loki. Oh,
Pepper.
Loki and Nala.
What is your favorite word?
My favorite word is Shazam.
Cowabunga.
What is the last album you bought or streamed?
Oh, the last album was Sabrina Carpenter.
Samara Day.
What is the last gift you gave?
The last gift I gave, I don't remember.
Al Roker's.
Oh, yeah. This is what we did.
Recipes to live by. And that's it. 2 minutes.
Okay.
Hi. That's,
We're on a-
hi, Stella. We're on a little. It's
No,
okay,
no,
Stella.
it's okay, Stella. Nice to see you.
No good. All good. All good. Anyway.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget, go to Al Roker Cookbook, alrokercookbook.com, and put in Cook 15 for a 15% off autographed copy of Al Roker's Recipes to Live by me, Al Roker, and
Courtney Roker Laga. And I know his beautiful face is on the cover, but I'm in it too.
that's right. There are many.
There
are many
are actually. Look!
beautiful
Oh my
pictures.
God! It opened to me.
Right there to you. And there's us. And there are many family pictures here.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Oh, here's a bacon waffles. Okay, bacon waffles. By the way, I should also mention that every picture in this book, the food was all styled by Courtney. She hired Amy Roth.
Did the photos.
And this is, you know what? This is the best recipe, the best name to say. It's fun to say. Shashuka. Shashuka. And by the way, there are several recipes from my wife, Deborah Roberts, from ABC News.
Yeah.
Deborah Roberts, just come on, just poke
She's
your head
here.
in. She just came in
walked
here.
in.
Hello, hi
There she
everybody.
is.
How's it going?
Great.
Yeah.
We're selling many copies of Al Roker's Recipes to Live By.
And Courtney Roker Laga's
And Courtney Roker
recipes.
Laga.
Yes.
And-
And Deborah Roberts.
And if you go to alrokercookbook.com, cook 15, you get 15% off. And if it's not, if that's not enough, I'm going to tell you it's worth it just for the pictures that include Deborah Roberts right there. So
Go on some more.
stop it some more.
You guys playing well together?
Yeah, nobody's gotten hurt.
Okay.
Hopefully there's one
Not
other-
yet.
And by the way, one of the best pictures.
Aw.
This is our little Pepper who we
Yeah.
lost, but she was. In fact, here's the deal: we got a little story. We got the book.
Oh, wow.
We got the book. A few. Like.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot
Well,
happening.
she passed away a few months ago, and she was just gone, like maybe a week. The book came. It fell off the counter and landed on the floor, and I picked it up, and
Her
it was
beautiful
open
picture.
to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
It was
hoping this was going someplace.
Yeah.
It was a
All right.
great moment.
Okay.
So she's fine. And in fact, she has a recipe in the book.
Oh yeah, dog biscuits.
That's right.
If you have a dog.
That's right. Pepper's cheesy thumbprint cookies. There is something for every member of the family, except for cats. There are no recipes for cats, and there will never be, because they're evil.
They're not
They're the devil's house pet.
All right. Thank you.
All
for
right. Thanks so
coming.
much. Bye-bye. Bye.